The second season of the American television drama series Breaking Bad premiered on March 8, 2009 and concluded on May 31, 2009. It consisted of 13 episodes, each running approximately 47 minutes in length. AMC broadcast the second season on Sundays at 10 p.m. in the United States. The complete second season was released on Region 1 DVD and Region A Blu-ray on March 16, 2010. Plot: Walter and Jesse are kidnapped by Tuco Salamanca and his uncle Hector, lead figures in the rival Mexican drug cartel. They manage to escape before the DEA, led by Hank Schrader, arrive and kill Tuco and capture Hector. Walter and Jesse expand their meth dealing into the areas formerly controlled by Tuco, and later are forced to arrange the services of the sleazy lawyer Saul Goodman to help protect them legally from the DEA for a share of the drug money. Skyler becomes more suspicious of Walter's current activities, particularly after learning that he refused money for his medical payment from his former partner Elliot and wife Gretchen. Jesse moves into a duplex owned by Donald, with Donald's daughter Jane, a recovering heroin addict, living in the neighboring unit. Jane and Jesse become romantically involved. Hank's actions in the Tuco shootout lead to a promotion at the El Paso office, but he suffers from a panic attack after witnessing the death of a Federal during an IED attack by the Mexican cartel, and returns to Albuquerque. Walter learns his cancer may be spreading, and decides to cook up one last batch of meth over a weekend with Jesse, anticipating to leave the profits for his family after he dies, only learning afterwards that his health condition is improving. However, he is still compelled to leave the meth cooking business after finishing the current batch. When one of Jesse's friends and dealers is killed by a rival gang, Jesse falls back to taking drugs, dragging Jane alongside him. Meanwhile, Walter worries about further trouble with the rival gang and does solo arrange a meeting with Gus Fring, the owner of a franchise restaurant chain used as a cover for a large-scale drug-dealing business. Gus offers to buy the remaining meth batch for more than $1 million, but requires the product to be delivered in the hour. Walter forgoes being at his newborn's birth to retrieve the meth from Jesse's place, finding him and Jane passed out from drugs the night before. Walter tears up the place to find the drugs and delivers them in time to receive payment. Donald arrives to find Jesse's place a mess and Jane's relapse, and orders her to put her affairs in order before he takes her back to rehab. Jane, aware of Jesse's role, demands Walter give Jesse his share of the drug money, but he refuses. She thus threatens to expose him, which gives him reason to reconsider, and he returns to Jesse's that evening to hand over his share. Later, Walter shares a drink with Donald, unaware of his relationship with Jane. Donald's talk gives him reason to reconsider, and returns to Jesse's the next day to have a talk with Jesse, but again finds Jesse and Jane passed out from drug use. In an attempt to wake them, he turns Jane onto her back, causing her to suffocate on her own vomit. Believing Jane will have a bad influence on Jesse, Walter leaves without trying to help, and Jane dies. Jesse believes himself to be at fault, and enters rehab. Walter prepares to undergo surgery to remove the cancer, but while sedated, reveals the existence of a second cell phone to Skyler. When Skyler, who has exposed the other lies he has told her, confronts him on this after he recovers, he offers to tell her the truth, but she refuses to listen and leaves with the kids. As Walter contemplates his situation by the pool, he witnesses two aircraft collide over Albuquerque, a result of misguidance given by Donald, shown now to work as an air traffic controller and still grieving at the loss of his daughter. The wreckage falls across the city, including that of a pink teddy bear that falls into Walter's pool, an image used throughout episodes of this season. Cast. Main cast: Bryan Cranston as Walter White, Anna Gunn as Skyler White, Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman, Dean Norris as Hank Schrader, Betsy Brand as Marie Schrader, R.J. Mitt as Walter White, Jr. Recurring cast. Episodes. Production: The writers of Breaking Bad planned a storyline for the entire season in advance of filming and knew how the season would end right from the beginning. That differed from subsequent seasons, in which the writers did not have a complete plan and developed the storyline as the episodes progressed. Series creator Vince Gilligan said of Season 2, "That came about through many, many hours of beating our heads against the wall, very laborious work, which is probably why we haven't repeated that formula since. Music. Breaking Bad's original score is composed by Dave Porter. The show also uses music from other recording artists with music supervision by Thomas Golubier. Select songs from Season 2 are featured on the Breaking Bad soundtrack available through iTunes and Amazon.com. Home video releases. The second season was released on DVD in Region 1 and Blu-ray in Region A on March 16, 2010. It was released on DVD in Region 2 on July 26, 2010 and in Region 4 on February 8, 2010. Special features on the DVD and Blu-ray include 4 audio commentaries Euro 737 by creator Vince Gilligan, and cast members Bryan Cranston, Anna Gunn, Aaron Paul, Betsy Brandt, and R.J. Mitt. Better Call Saul by Vince Gilligan, Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul, writer Peter Gould, and director of photography Michael Slovis. 4 Days Out by Vince Gilligan, Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul, director Michelle MacLaren, and Michael Slovis. And ABQ by Vince Gilligan, Bryan Cranston, Anna Gunn, Aaron Paul, Betsy Brandt, R.J. Mitt, and John Delancey. Behind-the-scene featurettes include Inside Breaking Bad on all 13 episodes. Other featurettes include the cast on Season 2, What's in a Name? Making of Negro Y Azle music video, the tortoise scene, a look ahead, the special effects, the props, the sets, Locked in the Trunk, Inside the RV with Aaron Paul, and the crew. Also included are deleted scenes from various episodes, a gag reel, 6 original minisodes, Season 3 sneak peek, Better Call Saul commercial, Negro Y Azle music video, Cop Talk with Dean Norris, and Walt's Warning, a look at the viral video. Exclusive to the Blu-ray release is the Writer's Lab, an interactive guide to the elements of ABQ. Reception, reviews. The second season of Breaking Bad received universal acclaim from critics, scoring 85 out of 100 on Metacritic. Entertainment Weekly critic Ken Tucker stated Bad is a superlatively fresh metaphor for a middle-age crisis. It took cancer and law-breaking to jolt Walt out of his suburban stupor, to experience life again to take chances, risk danger, do things he didn't think himself capable of doing. None of this would work, of course, without Emmy winner Cranston's ferocious, funny selflessness as an actor. For all its bleakness and darkness, there's a glowing exhilaration about the series. It's a feel-good show about feeling really bad. San Francisco Chronicle's Tim Goodman claimed the first 3 episodes of Season 2 that AMC sent out continue that level of achievement with no evident missteps. In fact, it looks as if Gilligan's bold vision for Breaking Bad, now duly rewarded against all odds, has invigorated everyone involved in the project. You can sense its maturity and rising ambition in each episode. Horror novelist Stephen King lauded the series, comparing it to the likes of Twin Peaks and Blue Velvet. Awards and nominations. The second season received numerous awards and nominations, including 5 Primetime Emmy Award nominations with 2 wins. Bryan Cranston won his second consecutive award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, and Lynn Willingham won her second consecutive award for Outstanding Single-Camera Picture Editing for a Drama Series for ABQ. The series received its first nomination for Outstanding Drama Series. Aaron Paul received his first nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series, and Michael Slovis was nominated for Outstanding Cinematography for a 1-hour series for ABQ. Cranston won the Television Critics Association Award for Individual Achievement in Drama, with the series being nominated for Outstanding Achievement in Drama. Cranston won his second consecutive Satellite Award for Best Actor in a Drama Series, with the series winning the award for Best Drama Series. Aaron Paul won the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actor on Television, with the series winning the award for Best Syndicated Cable Television Series. The series received 2 Writers Guild of America Award nominations, for Best Drama Series, and John Shiban for Best Episodic Drama for Phoenix. References. External links, official website, list of Breaking Bad episodes at the Internet Movie Database, list of Breaking Bad Season 2 episodes at TV.com.